cook the world, one dish at a time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Afsan Farm Media Production, your passport to the world's best home cookable recipes.
Have you ever had that moment? You know, where a single scent or maybe a subtle flavor, it doesn't just taste good, it feels like it's whispering stories of ancient lands, maybe bustling markets, or, forgotten empires. It's like tasting history itself, isn't it? Well, today we're embarking on exactly that kind of aromatic journey. We're taking a deep dive into the incredibly rich, really fascinating world of Middle Eastern spices. And this isn't just about what makes your food delicious. Our sources show it's about, millennia of history. It's the intricate dance of ancient trade routes, vibrant cultures woven into every dish, and actually a surprising global influence that has shaped cuisines far beyond the region itself. We've really dug into your sources to pull out the most compelling insights. Think of it as a shortcut to being truly well-informed on this amazing culinary tapestry.
And that feeling you mentioned, history in every bite, it's so apt. The Middle East really has been the cradle of spices for thousands of years. What's compelling here, I think, is its unique geographical position, sort of nestled right at the crossroads of three continents, that made it a vital hub, along the legendary Silk Road and countless ancient spice trade routes. It acted like a natural conduit, collecting, refining, distributing these precious things, shaping global palates and economies. It's a role that gave the whole region this enduring significance in the world of flavor. It's quite profound, really.
Okay, let's really unpack that historical role, because our sources highlight that spices in the ancient Middle East were, they were much more than just for flavor. Can you maybe bring some of that to life? Those surprising non-culinary roles, say ancient Egypt or Persia. What did spices mean beyond the plate?
It's a great question, and it's one of the core things our sources really underscore. Spices were fundamental. They touched every part of ancient life, from the sacred to the, very practical. Take ancient Egypt. You find cumin, coriander, fenugreek. Yes, they were in their daily bread and stews. But they were also essential in medicine, in rituals, even in offerings to their gods. Imagine a priest, maybe presenting a fragrant bowl of fenugreek as reverence. It elevates a simple spice, doesn't it, to a divine connection. Then if we move over to ancient Persia, you see saffron, those incredible crimson threads alongside fragrant rose petals, and the unique tartness of dried limes. It wasn't just about flavor in their amazing rice dishes and stews. It really spoke to a deep appreciation for elegance, a sophisticated palate that valued complex aromatics, nuanced sourness. And later, during the Ottoman Empire, the culinary palate just expanded even further. They embraced things like paprika, the bright acidity of sumac, the comforting warmth of cinnamon. Using them in both savory stews and these lavish sweets, it really cemented their legacy. Shows how their use evolved, but the importance never diminished.
That's a powerful point, how their utility adapted across different eras.
It makes me think about how those ancient foundations and evolved into the distinct culinary identities we see today. As we look through the sources, a clear pattern kind of emerged from this rich tapestry, these distinct flavor profiles that really define Middle Eastern cooking. Could you maybe guide us through some of those core categories, perhaps starting with those comforting, warm, and earthy notes?
Absolutely. Understanding these categories is like having a key to the Middle Eastern kitchen. The first profile, and maybe the most foundational, is the warm and earthy. Think cumin with its distinctive depth, coriander with those subtle citrusy undertones, then the comforting embrace of cinnamon and the golden, slightly bitter notes of turmeric. These spices, they're the backbone of countless stews, rubs, rice dishes. They provide that grounding base.
And what balances that richness? Because Middle Eastern food, even with all that depth, always feels so vibrant. Exactly. That leads us straight to the tangy and citrusy profile. This is where you find sumac. It delivers this bright, lemony zest, but without the liquid. And those incredibly potent dried limes, often called lumi, they impart this intensely sour, subtly smoky depth. And of course, fresh lemon zest itself plays a part. These elements just cut through richness, wake up the palate. a vital counterpoint.
I can almost taste that bright kick. What about the more delicate side, the ethereal part of the spectrum?
That would be the aromatic and floral profile. This is where luxurious saffron really shines. Its subtle honeyed aroma, that golden hue. Cardamom contributes a sweet, perfumed warmth, and delicate rose water, vibrant orange blossom water. They infuse both sweet and savory dishes with this elegant, almost otherworldly perfume. These aren't just flavors, they're really an experience for the senses.
And for those deeper, more robust flavors, the ones that feel so comforting, so satisfying.
For that, we turn to the savory and smoky profile. Here, paprika provides warmth and vibrant color. Aleppo pepper offers a gentle, fruity heat. It's more nuanced than a sharp burn. And then there's baharat. That's an excellent example of a complex, specific spice mix. It often combines things like sweet paprika, black pepper, cumin, coriander, maybe cardamom, and cloves. It really anchors dishes with a warm, slightly peppery, subtly sweet, aromatic profile.
I love how those blends just encapsulate so much in one go. And lastly, we can't forget the fresh elements, right? The things that brighten everything up.
Indeed. The herbaceous and fresh category is indispensable. Mint, parsley, dill, cilantro. They're used generously, not just as a garnish, but as core ingredients. They provide this lively green counterpoint to the richer spices and heavier dishes. Together, these 5 profiles, they aren't just random groupings. They represent a deliberate culinary philosophy, a sophisticated interplay between warmth, freshness, and that profound aromatic depth.
That distinction is so valuable. It really shows the intentionality behind the cuisine. And it makes me think, how do these universal profiles come alive so uniquely across different regions? It's like a shared language, but with countless dialects. Let's maybe take a quick culinary tour, see how these spices show up in distinct cuisines, giving each region its own signature.
It's truly striking, isn't it, how each region interprets this shared space language.
Okay.
If we start our tour in Iran, ancient Persia, their cuisine really speaks to this enduring appreciation for elegance, a unique balance. Signature spices. Definitely precious saffron, dyeing their rice, that regal gold. Earthy turmeric, those incredibly distinctive dried limes, lumi, providing that signature sour tang. And fragrant rose petals, lending a delicate perfume. You see these beautifully in dishes like shelo kebab, that saffron rice with grilled meats, or gorma sabzi, the rich herb stew deepened by dried limes. And then there's fezenjan, a truly unique pomegranate walnut chicken stew. It masterfully balances sweet, sour, savory. It's a cuisine of subtle complexity, profound aroma.
From that elegant complexity, let's maybe move west to the vibrant kitchens of Lebanon and the Levant. What defines their spice palette?
In Lebanon and the wider Levant, there is a different emphasis, but equally compelling. Here, you'll find those bright, tangy notes of sumac, the warm, slightly sweet spice of allspice, a more prominent role for cinnamon, perhaps, but the real star. Often it's za'atar, a deeply beloved, iconic blend, usually roasted sesame seeds, dried thyme, oregano, sumac. This blend, it's not just a seasoning, it's a staple. Forms the backbone of dishes like kibbeh, those delightful bulgur and meat dumplings, and the incredibly fresh, vibrant tabbouleh salad, and of course, manakish, that flavorful flatbread topped generously with za'atar, a regional icon.
And as we journey into Turkey, with its rich Ottoman legacy, are we seeing a continuation, or is it a distinct evolution of these flavors?
Turkey certainly builds on that legacy, yeah, but with its own unique twist. Their signature spices include Aleppo pepper that offers a mellow, fruity heat, not an aggressive burn, vibrant paprika for color and warmth, earthy cumin, and a generous hand with fresh mint. These flavors come together in dishes like Iskender kebab, that delicious lamb dish with yogurt and tomato sauce, and dolma, the classic stuffed grape leaves. Even their sweets, like the rich baklava, often feature a delicate hint of cinnamon and cloves. It ties the savory and sweet together. It's a cuisine embracing both robust and subtle flavors.
Okay, moving south then to Egypt. What spices define their hearty foundational cuisine?
In Egypt, the flavors become wonderfully distinct again. They focus on deeply comforting aromatic profiles. Cumin, coriander, garlic, and fenugreek are really their cornerstones. You find them in hearty staples like koshari, that beloved street food, lentils, pasta, rice, spiced tomato sauce, crispy fried onions. Amazing. Or fulmadams, the popular stewed fava beans, a national dish. Molokhia, a jute leaf stew, is another characteristic dish, often made with a heavy hand of garlic and coriander. Creates this unique, comforting aroma. It's a cuisine that really prioritizes warmth, aroma, and deeply satisfying textures.
And heading west across North Africa to the vibrant markets of Morocco, I imagine we're stepping into an even more intricate world of spice there.
You certainly are. Morocco is renowned for its incredibly intricate, fragrant spice blends. The most famous is Ras El Hanout, which isn't just one spice, but a masterfully crafted blend of, 20 or more different spices, often including cardamom, cinnamon, cloves, nutmeg, sometimes even lavender or rosebuds. It's designed to be complex, aromatic, slightly sweet, savory, a real signature. Saffron plays a vital role too for color and aroma, and critically preserved lemon. That offers a unique, salty, tangy, almost fermented citrus note. Indispensable. These get woven into iconic dishes like tagine, that slow-cooked stew with meat, fruit, spices, and couscous, the steamed semolina served with vegetables or meat. Harira, a warming tomato-lentil soup, is another staple, especially during Ramadan. Moroccan cuisine is just a symphony of layers.
That complexity sounds incredible. Okay, finally, let's journey to the Arabian Peninsula, covering countries like Saudi Arabia, Yemen, the Gulf states. What defines their aromatic landscape?
Here, the emphasis shifts again, more towards rich, warm aromatics. Cardamom, with its distinctive sweet floral notes, is paramount. It often features prominently even in coffee. Cloves add a pungent warmth. And those distinct black lines, lumi we mentioned, they bring that intensely sour, subtly smoky depth unique to the region. And the Baharat blend makes another appearance here, but tailored to regional preferences. These spices infuse dishes like kabsa or mandi spiced rice preparations, usually with succulent lamb or chicken. Yemen offers salta, a unique, rich stew often topped with a signature fenugreek foam, and hariz, a comforting, hearty porridge made from wheat and meat. The cuisine here really speaks to hospitality, generosity, and those rich, layered flavors.
Wow. What an astonishing journey across the Middle East. It's incredible to hear how diverse the flavors become, even within this, broadly defined region, each telling its own distinct story. So what does this all mean for the wider world? Because as you said, the influence of these spices didn't just stop at their borders.
It didn't stop at all. It truly permeated global cuisine. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it's not just the individual spices, it's these complex, nuanced spice blends that continue to define the culinary identity of the region. Blends like Satar, Ras El Hanout, Baharat, and Bur, that's a Persian blend, often with rose petals, cardamom, cinnamon, creating this unique floral, warm aroma. They aren't just ingredients, they're cultural signatures. They encapsulate centuries of accumulated knowledge about flavor, balance, regional preferences, telling a story with every single sprinkle.
And those stories traveled, didn't they? They profoundly shaped other culinary traditions. It shows this continuous, vibrant cultural exchange. I mean, think about Indian curries. They'd be entirely different without the warm, earthy notes of cumin and coriander that were traded through the Middle East for millennia. Or Spanish paella, those vibrant saffron threads, a direct descendant of that ancient spice trade. Even French patisserie, with its delicate use of orange blossom and rosewater in sweets, it owes a fragrant debt to these traditions. The journey of these spices is just a testament to an interconnected world, far older than we often imagine.
Absolutely. The profound idea here, as our sources really illuminate, is that where taste is history itself. Every dish truly carries centuries of trade, migration, cultural exchange. It's a delicious, edible timeline that just keeps evolving.
So the next time you encounter a dish, maybe with the warming notes of cumin, the bright tang of sumac, the delicate perfume of saffron, or that complex mystery of ras el hanout, let's take a moment. Consider how many hands, how many ancient trade routes, how many journeys, and how much history that single spice or that intricate blend might represent. What story is it truly telling you? And how has that story traveled across time and continents to reach your plate?
cook the world, one dish at a time. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Afsan Farm Media Production, your passport to the world's best home cookable recipes. From Mediterranean staples to street food legends and modern healthy twists, we break every dish down step by step.